What's up, gang? It's your boy Heaven, Hollywood Clark. Welcome back to the Sports Fanatic, and we have breaking news again. Doc Rivers. It took, 24 hours? A little less? Doc Rivers is the new head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks, and all I have to say is this sounds like, to me, like a deal that was already done. Already done. A lot of people are calling Doc Rivers a snake, a cobra, a boa constrictor that just came and squeezed the life out of Adrian Griffin. A lot of people believe that he was offered this job. He came in as a consultant to the Milwaukee Bucks, which I did not know. Doc Rivers was hired to be a consultant and a mentor to Adrian Griffin, and now at 30-13, he comes in and takes the guy who he was mentoring job. That is nasty work. That's nasty work. I don't care what anyone says. Did Adrian Griffin deserve to get fired? I said from the beginning, I didn't like the way their defense looked. So I believe that Adrian Griffin should have never been hired. I believe that Coach Bud should have never been fired, because let's just keep it a buck. Okay? If Giannis can hit 5 free throws, they probably win that series. Coach Bud had nothing to do with Milwaukee blowing those leads and Giannis missing free throws. But, to be fair, a lot of coaching adjustments in playoffs Coach Bud didn't make. Okay? And remember, he did lose a 3-2 lead the prior year, even though we didn't have Chris Middleton. The Milwaukee Bucks had a 3-2 lead on the Celtics with Game 6 in their building. And I'm sorry, Giannis, as the superstar that he is, has to get that game home. Has to find a way to get that game home. Even though they didn't have Chris Middleton, they did have Jrue Holiday, and they had the game at home. Gotta find a way to get that game home. Again, Doc Rivers now the new head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. And let's take a look at Doc Rivers. In his career coaching, he was 171 and 168 with the Orlando Magic. 9 seasons with the Boston Celtics. He was 721 and 416. He had the big 3 and won his only chip. And he went to 2 finals. He then coached 7 seasons with the Clippers when they had Lob City at their peak. He was 564 and 356, but never went to the finals. And then in 3 seasons in Philly, he was 236 and 154. Harden was absolutely terrible. Harden gave up on him. Did not play for him. So he got in a bad situation with that, the whole Ben Simmons thing and everything. Now, let's see. He is one of the 15 greatest coaches in NBA history. They have him down as that. But he has lost, what is he in Game 7s in his career? Was he 6-10, I believe, in Game 7s in his career? Something like that. And I think he's lost like his last 5 Game 7s in a row. So if he's coming in to win a championship, I don't know if Doc Rivers is the guy. That's my whole thing. My whole thing is Doc Rivers the guy to get this team over the top? Like I said, he had the big 3 in their prime, and he got 1 chip out of it. He had the Clippers in their, we had the big 3, most of them in their prime. Maybe Ray Allen was on the tail end of his prime, but Pierce was in his prime, and so was Garnett. Garnett was maybe coming to the tail end of his prime, but you got to get more than 1 chip out of that. And then the Clippers, he had Grffin when he could still jump. Chris Paul in his prime. And a lot of other, he had the same type of deep team that the Clippers has always had for like the last 10 years. So I don't know, man. As far as as far as them winning a championship with Doc Rivers, is Doc Rivers going to teach Damian Lillard to play defense? Now I know the whole thing with Brook Lopez, the type of defense they was playing, it really affected Brook Lopez, and pulled him a little further out because of the press scheme that they were playing. But now that Doc comes back, he plays a more traditional defense. So the defense will get a little bit better because of the scheme they're going to run. But Damian Lillard is not going to be Patrick Beverley. Malik Beasley is not going to be Kobe Bryant on defense. All right? So Alvin Robertson, since we're talking Milwaukee Bucks. So I don't know, man. For all the Milwaukee Buck fans out there, do you think that this is a good move? Are you happy with it? I think they had to fire Adrian Griffin. But if you're going to win a championship, if you want to win a championship, I mean, I guess if you're talking about experience and winning titles, Coach Bud, other than, Doc Rivers, other than Coach Bud, if you bring him back, I always thought they should have brought him back anyway. But, I thought he should have never got fired in the first place. But we'll see, man. Mark Jackson not getting a crack at it. So they're going with Doc Rivers. Let's see if Doc Rivers can get this team to the finals. Y'all let me know down in the comments if you think this is a good move or if you think it's a bad move. There's been another installment of The Sports Fanatic. It's your boy, Heaven Hollywood.